Hey guys, I know I haven't done a play of the day in a long time, but I was watching a high school girls basketball game yesterday and I saw something. I wanted to show you some adjustments or maybe some plays that you can run against a 1-3-1. And I'm starting to notice a lot of high school, really talented teams in girls basketball are starting to run a lot of zones, whether that's a 1-3-1 or some type of like 2-3 zone. I'm seeing a lot more zone with talented teams. So I want to show you how to attack it if you are playing a 1-3-1, playing against a 1-3-1 zone. So the first thing that I saw with this zone, the team was almost forcing drives to the middle. So they're putting a big defender in the middle. And when you had a ball handler here, they weren't necessarily going with like the normal trap. They were actually really playing aggressive towards the side and the top, really forcing this drive. And it was really tripping up the team because obviously your first inclination or your first move is to drive that puts you in trouble, or you kick it corner and then that causes a trap in the corner. So here's a couple of adjustments that you can do against this type of alignment. If they are trapping or they're forcing that drive here, obviously if you put a player here that can occupy there, but one thing that you can do is have this player pin or screen that middle defender. Now as you drive, it almost becomes like a ball screen. You can attack this defender and they're all alone for either a dump down or a corner three. So that's option one. Another option that you can do is you can, instead of putting someone in the corner, if you have one player here, is put two players at the elbow. Put two players at the elbow. And again, if you have player up top, I would move that player and maybe shade them down here, put another player here. So now as they're trapping, you have two releases here. Whatever the defense decides is wrong. So if you hit here, obviously this player is going to go there. Well, now you have a 2-on-1. So if this player dives, that defender has to make a decision. That defender has to either protect the basket, then you have a corner three, or if that player stays with the shooter here, you have that dump down. Now, this defender on the backside could drop, and then you have a corner three there. So just two ways to overload that. Again, you can screen, kind of pin that middle defender, and then try to really turn that corner and cause some pressure, or just overload it with that 1-4 high. So try that if you ever play against a really aggressive, high and extended 1-3-1.